Well, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, entrepreneurs and even fellow dreamers, listen, today I have a treat for you guys. Now, I've been doing these interviews, and so today we're going to talk to the one extraordinary individual. She is a shining beacon of inspiration. She is from the heart of Houston, Texas, by way of Louisiana, right? That is three-star director Kyra Harris, right? So Kyra, listen, y'all, she's not just Kyra. She's a symbol of resilience, determination, and an unwavering spirit to succeed, right? As a three-star director in our business, Kyra leads a team of over 500 agents, not just with expertise, but with a heart full of passion for travel and a genuine desire to serve the big team, right? So what Kyra truly, what sets Kyra apart, though, for me, is her incredible journey from the confines of corporate America to the boundless horizons of entrepreneurship, right? Picture this, picture it. A woman who faced the storm, it's a Netflix series, who faced the storm of being laid off and emerged. Not only she wasn't unscathed, but she was triumphant, right? Her story is not just about overcoming obstacles, it's about turning setbacks into stepping stones, transforming her challenges into opportunity, and embracing change with open arms. Kyra's mantra is this: being laid off, paid off, right? That's just not a catchy phrase for my girl, right? It's a philosophy born from her own experiences, right? In the face of adversity, she didn't just survive, y'all, she thrived, right? And in this exclusive interview, you'll have the privilege to delve deep into her journey, right? To understand her grit, right? Her grace, right? That defines her success, right? This is New Orleans Filings, right? And she will unravel the secrets behind her unyielding positivity. Y'all see it in just a minute, right? So be prepared to be inspired, be prepared to be motivated, be prepared to witness the power and the unwavering storm and determination that is Kyra Harris, right? She isn't just a leader, y'all. She's a testament. So without further ado, I am so privileged to welcome you guys to three-star director Kyra Harris. Hi, Kyra.
Hello, Miss Deneen. Oh my God, that intro was everything. Jesus gave me chills, girl. But it's the truth. It is truly the truth, and I'm so grateful to be on your platform today to just share with individuals just the amazing testimony that was birthed from a real story, getting from the start and continuously on the journey. Because I'm still not finished. You do know that, right?
Yes, ma'am. I do know. I know.
Right.
You are a storm to be reckoned with, honey. So let's jump into the first question. The first question I want you to answer for the folks is, can you tell us a bit about your background beyond what I just told them? And what inspired you to become a travel business coach phenomenon?
Awesome. Well, oh my God, right? I'm just like everyone else in the world, right? We're working hard, we're earning income, we're paying bills. Yeah, a whole bunch of them, and not realizing that what are we living for? What is going on here? What am I doing? Mm-hmm. And at that time of my life, girl, let me tell you, I have worked in corporate America for many, many years. Okay, originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the banking and finance industry, but I've always worked behind the scenes. So I always was in the cash vaults. I never had to be in the bank. I was the one processing the bank's deposits, okay, mm-hmm. to give to the Federal Reserve. So I enjoyed my years of doing that. I moved to Houston at 22 years of age, did not know what to do, where to go, what to start, but I just had a vision and I was ready for something different, okay? Mm-hmm. As I grew throughout my corporate career, I worked in international sales. I worked in international sales. I worked as the coordinator for schools. And my very last position that I held, I became the corporate travel manager of my entire company. Okay. Now, when I tell you the background of that story, I came to that company in 2015. At that time, I was in cosmetology school and I wanted to immerse myself more in the cosmetology industry. Mm-hmm. So I left my great job to go and take a pay cut to go and work in this particular industry. And of course, for me, it was a new start. It was unfamiliarity, but I love a challenge. I did exceptionally well throughout the company. And I'm working, and I'm still not enjoying my time. At that point in time in my life, I was the person getting two income tax checks, so that I could be able to basically afford my travel. When I get my income taxes, instead of going get the cars, get the jewelry, and buy outfits or whatever you want to do, right? I was the one investing in a new experience. So I went online and I searched how to become a travel agent without going to school. I did not know what I was coming across. Okay. I didn't know that this was a whole nother world.
Right.
Okay. All I saw was an advertisement and it made sense. Okay. You like to travel, want to earn some extra income, want to experience more? Hey, sign me up. I'm here for it. Right. And it made sense. Y'all connected with the lovely Miss LaVonda Thornton Bush. And when we connected, did not know her. She was a stranger I just met online. Okay. I met her in person. She told me what I needed to hear and I signed up. And I will tell you this, that this is a journey unlike no other. This is the journey that truly catapulted this 28-year-old girl at that time. Okay. Because in 2016 is when I got started. So now I'm 35 years of age. And you can just imagine the developmental stages you go through to acquire the things that you continuously acquire each year: knowledge, wisdom, mindset, understanding that I'm capable of earning that type of income. I'm capable of experiencing those type of lifestyles, and not from a worldly aspect, but literally internalizing that I can experience these things. But what overall catapulted the journey in itself was I wanted something different. I didn't rely on my friends, my neighbors, my cousins, my aunt to tell me, hey, girl, you should think about doing something like this. No, I already set my mind that I was going to do it. And 2016 of January, a travel coach was born. Well, actually, a travel agent was born because I didn't even let everyone know I coached. How about that?
Right.
So you live in your life
brings me
development.
Yeah, that brings me to because you kind of bleeds into it. My next question is, what are the common challenges faced by travelpreneurs, right? And how do you help them overcome those challenges? You just said a whole lot, but I want you to tell the folks what do you think that people have when they become a travelpreneur? What challenge do they have, and how do you help them get over that?
Oh my gosh. If anything, it's the belief system. Over the years, I thought it was, oh no, you have to do this. No, this isn't structured enough. No, they need this, they need that to be successful. And then I realized that no, you need to believe enough in yourself that you can do this so that you can be successful. And I had to learn that more and more along my journey, because I never wanted to quit, Deneen. I've never not once said, I'm ready to quit this business.
I've never felt that. I've never felt that.
Never, because you came in for what it initially gave you, okay, which was the pleasure of knowing that you were filling that void that you always wanted to fulfill. So first and foremost, it's the belief, okay? Planet lived in me, lives in me, still is a part of me, because I embodied the culture of Planet Marketing, okay? I embodied the culture of what this type of industry could present for itself. And I saw my peers winning. What is not more exciting than to see Miss Deneen hosting interviews, to see these agents now learning how to build a team and show people the real promised land. We have a promised land in business.
Right. I think people just they really overthink it too much, and it is your birthright.
Yes.
To be able to be an entrepreneur. That's your birthright. Not just to be a W-2 worker, right? And so I think people they overthink it. But let me go into the next question. Like, you're such a whirlwind. You flying through all this. I'm going to ask you, what do you find most rewarding about helping travelpreneurs succeed in their businesses? What's the most rewarding? Because
oh my God, I've had so many rewarding moments. When we came aboard, when we partnered with the big homeschooling organization, they opened my eyes to a lot during that time, because first and foremost, I've never really been in an entity of the homeschooling arena. And at that time, Miss Ray Perry, which is a director in our business, she invited us to come to one of her conferences. And when I saw how many stay-at-home parents stayed at home, teach their children, but her philosophy is, just because we're at home doesn't mean that we can't earn income.
Right.
And I was like, wait, why would they assume they couldn't earn income at home? Right. And then this industry we teach. They're traveling with their children. They're teaching them lessons. They're teaching them how to, cultivate themselves into becoming. So for me, I'm looking at, okay, this is a part of their curriculum now.
Mhm.
Today we're exploring Italy. They learn a little
Right.
bit of Italy. Then
Mhm.
from there, they're deciding on whether or not they want to go to Italy. But it just allows your mind to constantly see the bigger picture. So
Mhm.
that was definitely a very rewarding moment. Then also to see children in that room
Mhm.
who were more motivating their parents
Mhm.
to move forward with the business than they saw the vision. And I mean, a child come up to me at the end of the conference and says, I love the way you spoke. I want to be a travel agent like you. And I'm like, oh my God, wait, what's going on here?
I got
Because
that too when I did a briefing. I briefed the elementary schools here and the middle schools here, and they come up to me after everyone, how do I become a travel agent, right? And I
yes,
think that one of my responsibility, or all of our responsibility, is to raise well-rounded world citizens.
yeah,
And the only way, or the best way you can do that, is to actually show them the world, right? YouTube
yes,
is great, books is great, but taking your child to different places and learning different cultures, textures, food, people, languages, that's important. That'll
yes,
change. The next generation will be totally different than ours or mine.
and just to
I'm,
piggyback on
I'm a
that,
wee bit older than her, so it's my generation.
and just to piggyback on that, I used to live in California I moved to California when I was 10, and I think I stayed out there till 13. And that minimal and limited amount of exposure that I received when I lived in another state, embracing the different cultures, learning about the diversity of just how diverse the world is, that was such an eye-opening moment for me. So when I came back and moved back to New Orleans, my world was bigger already. So
Mm-hmm.
for me personally, it was, have y'all not seen this yet? Oh my God, we have to go and
Right.
experience this together.
Right. That's
So
how
it's
my children were when they
journey.
went to Africa for the first time. Before they went, people were saying, "Oh, you're gonna see children with flies around them. Oh, there's gonna be some lions and tigers and bears." And they was telling them all kind of crazy stuff. And then when they went and came back, they could not stop telling people, "No, you need to go to Africa. This is not what it's not what y'all think it is. It's not what they told you it was." So when you went to California, your whole world just opened up just from one trip, right? So I think that's impressive. And so let me just go into the next question, Kyra. We represent a business opportunity, but what I call has two legs, two opportunities within one opportunity. That is the travel opportunity and the affiliate marketing representative opportunity, right? So what I want to ask you is, why did you choose to not only just book travel, but you also chose to build a team of agents? Because some people think, oh, when I join the business, I'm gonna be booking travel. No, it's more than just booking travel. So why did you choose both opportunities?
Okay, so for me personally, when the opportunity was presented to me, I mean, I looked at it like this is a package. Why would I leave additional part of the package? And I need y'all to really think about that. That's an additional $19.95. And we're gonna leave that side because what? It's a
What?
package. You
Yeah.
get the best of both worlds. So of
Mm-hmm.
course I initially came on board and got the package. Now this is where I did my own differentiation. I knew I had the whole shebang bang,
Right.
but my mindset at that time was I just want to book travel for people. I wanted to be the best travel agent in the world. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to wear my shirts and say luxurious travels by Kyra. I wanted to sport all of my knowledge and help all my family and friends. And it literally, y'all, what happened for me is in 2016, I went on a birthday trip. My birthday is February 11th to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
And went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And then we flew to Vegas for the
Kyra, that's the day
weekend.
I
And I
joined
was
the
so
business.
excited. Huh?
I joined the business on your birthday. That's the day I joined the business.
Oh
February.
my God. See, divine connection, girl. Divine connection.
I was like, what?
I'm telling you,
That's the day I joined
it's
the
a beautiful thing. It's a
business.
beautiful thing. And when I got started, so like, of course, I'm excited. No more than a month in. Okay, January 20th is when I started. February, I was already in Vegas. I was using my perks. I'm sorry. I was, taking advantage of my insider advantages,
Mm-hmm.
and we enjoyed ourselves very much. But I got a phone call on that trip and basically told me that if I don't return back to work, I might not have a job.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, ever, ever in my life of working ever been threatened and basically told that my vacation that you approve is no longer considered approvable because I decided to go on vacation for a week. I had never taken a week off a day in my life.
Disrespect.
Okay. And my very first time I take off, that's the very first remark I received. So I was in Vegas. I was sulking. I was praying. I was calling out to God. I was like, what is going on? I'm not used to this. I'm not used to people feeling like they can have control of this sector of my life. Like, who do they think they are? And I'll tell you, tears every 5 seconds I was going to the bathroom crying. And then I said, God, I need you to tell me what to do. I need you to guide me, show me. And I literally, so I said, you better learn how to be obedient to his word. I heard a voice literally say, it's time to let people know that this is a business. See, so that obedience for me at that moment, I went on Facebook. It was 5 something in the morning in Vegas, which is, but no, basically it was so early in Vegas, versus the Central Standard Time that I'm on. And I made a post on Facebook. I had over 80 plus inquiries.
So they were already
and watching. It was a cute little post. They were already watching me. But the thing about it is, I didn't give them much to watch. They've been watching me, though. They've been watching Kyra Harris' journey from day one. Okay, if you've been watching me on Facebook, you know where I started and you know where I've arrived. And still going to continuously keep arriving. Okay, but that moment gave me clarity. I signed up my first business partner that same day. Do you hear me? And ever since, I said, okay, you know what? This is a pilgrimage. We're going to keep on the journey. And I can give my timeline like it ain't nothing, because that's how much of commitment it entails when you really want to get to the next level.
Wow, that is so powerful. That is so, so powerful. They did not know who they was messing with when they told you you had to choose. They did not have any idea.
No choice. We're going in.
Let me let you know.
And I didn't have to wait to get it. I didn't have to wait to get it. I already had it. Some people wait, and then we got to wait. What's the weekend? You can't sign. Like, we don't need that. We need you to be ready to get started right then and there. And if you're coming in this business, don't leave behind the biggest part of the legacy. Okay? Help people, help themselves, so that you can actually be a part of that journey and pilgrimage of servitude. All you're doing is helping someone.
That's it. That's all. And so I think that you guys need to really catch that, right? It is a package, right? And yeah, you can book travel for people, but more importantly, you can help change somebody's life, right? And Kyra has done that with more than 500 people, right? And counting, right? And so that brings me to my last question for you today, Director Harris. It is, what are your future goals for, I would say, luxurious travel by Kyra, but it's a whole nother beast now. But what are your goals for your business, and how do you plan to achieve them? Before you say that, y'all got to understand, Kyra does a whole lot of things. Like, she's into insurance, she's a real estate agent, she's a cosmetologist. Like, she is a true Renaissance woman, right? But we just gonna say specifically for this business, what are your goals for this business, and how you plan on achieving those?
Well, one of my goals is, I still haven't hit my goal, and personally, at one point in time, it was just chasing stars, right? Okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? But one thing I've always had my eye on, and I have pictures in my phone, I've always had my eye on that ring. Okay. And that ring is really significant. I remember one time I was talking with Lavonda, and she was sharing with me about a gentleman who came to our meeting one day, and she saw his ring and it was so beautiful. And she said, hey, how did you get that ring? And he was like, oh, I was the top recruiter, or, the top whatever in my company. And that's a symbolization of something. When people see you, the same way people can see the cars with Mary Kay, or they'll see the luxurious trips with another company, you got to understand that everything has certain significance. I have dedicated 7 years of my life to this business, and I want my ring. Okay. I can have all those rings, but I want a ring, because that truly shows commitment, dedication, and stand the long haul. I joined this company before it was 8,000 agents.
And now we're up to over 97,000.
All right. You better keep remembering, we're about to enter momentum like no other. And when I watched Mr. Bradley speak the other day, and he said, you can't serve the planet, get up, and then stop serving the planet. And it registers something in my head, because the planet has been keeping me afloat. The planet has allowed me to purchase my first home. The planet has allowed me to pay off my debt in my car. The planet has definitely shown up for me So I
Yes.
refuse to not show up for it. And I mean that.
Yes,
So
Kyra.
my goal is to get my ring and help serve and continuously serve and help as many people that want to change. I'm not running after somebody who wants me to beat it in their head that it makes sense. You have to be ready for the change that's ready for your life. And I'm reading a book right now, and I'm The Power of Vision by Dr. Miles Monroe. Mm-hmm. When you have a vision, like how Mr. Bradley had a vision for this company, that he says he wants to create 100 millionaires before he leave this earth. Yeah, I want to be on that billboard. I want to be on that actual plaque, because I know the servitude and commitment this entails. So when people have their little excuses, sorry, sweetheart, that's not an excuse to me. Because when you want something, you have to just have the vision. Okay, you don't have the sight, but can you have the vision that you can actually do it? And if you believe enough in yourself, you will accomplish that goal.
Right. I think was really powerful with it. I think it was Mr. Bradley said that, or it might be Mr. Orlando Moore, that whether you have excuses and reasons, it don't matter, because if reasons are just dressed up excuses, right? Everybody has them, right? How bad do you want it, right? Do you want to continue in the same position or not? And I think people think that, oh, it's a get rich quick. It's not. You do have to work for this, right? But it's work that you're already doing anyway. Yeah. So why not take your family to a whole nother step in the income bracket levels, right? Now listen, I'm now a grandmama. I'm somebody's grandmother.
Oh.
I don't feel like I'm somebody's grandmother, but I am in fact somebody's grandmother, right? So it hits different. It changes the intensity, right? So as I knew you were going to be, you were phenomenal. I really do appreciate you. I know your schedule is really tight, y'all. Like I told y'all, she's a 3-star director and she has agents all over the world, right? So she's really, really busy. So I don't take it for granted that she took time out of her calendar to have this chat with me. So I truly appreciate you, Kyra. I truly love you. And like we say, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it, right?
Right.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Kyra.
you.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.